Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, and it's a pleasure to have you on the call today. Welcome to our regular first Thursday session. My name is Nosa Obano, and I'll be facilitating this session for today. And today we'll be discussing on a very paramount topic that is relevant to all agribusiness owners on this call. We'll be talking about brand building and marketing. And to have this session, we have our very own special guest speaker, Maryam Ahmed, who will share experience with us later during the call. And as usual, before we start, we like to let our audience know that we have a French interpretation guide for this call. We have our French translators available for our French audience, and this is a step-by-step guide for members of the call to follow how you can join the session in our French language. First of all, is that you should be able to log in into this meeting on Zoom and mute your audio as you enter. So I believe most of us have passed through this stage because we are all on the Zoom call. Then for you to be able to access the interpretation, kindly click on the interpretation button from the fourth right corner of your screen. Yes, and select your most preferred interpretations. For this convenience, you choose the French language. Then you'll be able to hear what the interpretation is the speaker is saying rather, and you can decide to lower your original audio at a lower volume to better understand the tone and intonation of the original speaker. And if you wish to hear on the original speaker, you click on the mute original audio to hear only the interpreter. And please note that for you people to access this, you must be joined by your computer audio or download the Zoom app so that you can participate on this feature. Having done that, let's quickly go through the agenda for today. And as usual, we have our welcome and introduction, our general housekeeping, and our pulse check. Then followed by connecting with AFC. This is where we talk about African food chain makers, what we do, and the opportunities that we have for you on our membership platform. We also have a speaker session where we introduce our speaker for today, and followed by the Q&A. Then finally, we have our next steps and closing. Then our general housekeeping rules involves, first of all, this is a conversation style of engagement. So in anything you do, you use the expression button, such as raising up your hand, using the thumbs up, wave, or head of the emoji on the Zoom platform to contribute to the call. If you want to ask a question, just raise up your hand using the emoji, and we would attend to you. For participation, all attendees will be able to participate in all relevant phases of the event. Kindly use the chat to contribute and send your questions. So we have team members in the chat group who will be available to engage you. Then communication is very important for our discussion. When allowed to speak during the Q&A and breakout sessions, kindly respect the group's time and keep your comment brief and straight to the point. All your relevant questions to be strictly straight to what we are discussing on today's call. Then lastly, on our chat platform, please refrain from posting anything that is irrelevant to the event. We don't accept WhatsApp group links. We don't accept any link that of any form that is not related to African food chain makers or the topic for today. Then we can't start the session without knowing who our audience are. So on the chat box, kindly introduce yourself in the format, your name, your country, your agribusiness, and feel free to connect with other like-minded entrepreneurs on the call. I'll be going through the chat box now to see where our audience are coming from. So please engage in the chat box using your name. Thank you, Game Sola. I can see you are the first person to drop the message from Abuja. Okay, let's keep the introductions coming. Hi, everyone. We have um, Chibuke Chukwuma from Nigeria as well. Do we have any other non-Nigerians on the call? Let's keep the introductions coming. For those joining us for the first time, my name is Nosa Obando, Membership Officer at African Food Chain Makers, and it's a pleasure to be on this call. Yeah, I can see one person from Cameroon. Thank you, Ambassador Dorothy. Shout out from Cameroon. Let's keep the introductions coming. Yeah, we have a Ghanaian, Elizabeth, welcome. Pineapple farmer, wow. Please keep the instructions coming in the chat box. While we do that, we also want to know how you're feeling. Please, as you are keeping your instructions coming, also use the pulse check and emoji to let us know how you're feeling for today. Let us know recently in Nigeria, we celebrated our independence 2 days ago, or sorry, yesterday, and most of us are happy. We are smiling. So let's keep our emojis to know how we are feeling today. Are we happy? Are we glad that tomorrow is Friday and it's the mood for the weekend? Are we stressed from work? Are we just there? Let us see. Let me see those or the chat box, how we are feeling. Okay, we are still keeping the introductions coming. Yes, I can see Julie. Julie is smiling. Must have a happy day today. Yes, let's keep the introductions coming as well. Hello, everyone. So we have a minute for this. Let's see how we are feeling. Thank you, Musa Gaba, showing us all the love. Yes, please keep the introductions coming. We have team members on the chat box to engage us. Thank you. I believe Maope should be from South Africa. Thank you. I'm reciprocating the love as well. Thank you all for joining today's session. Thumbs up, Abubakar Musa. So while we do that, let's quickly move on to the next agenda. Yes, so most of us on this call are community members of the African Food Chain Makers, and a few of us are not yet part of the community. So this is an opportunity for us to know and understand what we do at African Food Chain Makers. And for us to do this, we will quickly play our regular, our general video for those who are yet to know about African Food Chain Makers. Please stay tuned and listen to or watch the videos that are about to play on your screen.
Hello, my name is Ndidiokon Kwawuneli, and I've spent most of my adult life trying to change narratives about Africa.
What struck me when I moved to the US was that the face of Africa was a hungry child. I'd go to dinner parties and people would say, oh, my mom used to say, finish your dinner. There's starving children in Biafra or Ethiopia or Eritrea. I'd see, pictures of these starving children in infomercials, in train stations, and it just made me so angry because that was not the face of Africa that I had grown to recognize in my own backyard.
The African food narrative is often misconstrued. What if we told you a different story? What if we showed you how Africa feeds itself and how Africa can feed the world? Meet the African Food Changemakers, a community of entrepreneurs changing the narrative about food in Africa. Watch how they do this through their small and medium-sized enterprises, which we believe are the lifeblood of the food ecosystem in Africa. But then, faced with the devastating impacts of climate change, global and local risks and shocks, and macro and microeconomic challenges, these entrepreneurs struggle to survive. Through training, funding opportunities, exposure, trade linkages, and a vibrant community fostering peer-to-peer collaborations, we're empowering entrepreneurs for global reach and recognition. Our programs and resources support climate resilience and adaptation, business development and entrepreneurship, gender equitable agri-food systems, international trade capacity building, and other key areas. With significant impact made since 2022, we are growing our community one agripreneur at a time and spreading our reach across the continent.
Hi, my name is Ngozi Roland Nonegonke. I'm the CEO of Sem Foods and Spices.
My name is Bayo Adewaye. I'm co-founder and CEO of Agribusinesses.
I am Chiamaka Wakalo Egemba, also known as Chef Amaka, the queen of Afrofusion.
My success story cannot be complete without AFC. AFC is the way to go. If you're looking for the right network, if you're looking for the organization that will support you, both in capacity building, both in holding your hands.
The PRAISE program has really impacted us in a large way. In the way we work, we actually work with smallholder farmers, and a lot of them are in the rural area. They don't have this understanding. So what we've learned through the PRAISE program, we're now impacting it to the smallholder farmers that we're working with.
There are certain things that I got from the leading African women in food fellowship under the African Food Change Makers. And one of them is the mentorship programs. Indeed, I can't wait to show the world everything that I've learned.
Only AFC can give you that opportunity. Don't miss it.
Join us to be a part of our community and support our vision of 1 million successful and sustainable African agribusinesses recognized and respected globally. African Food Change Makers, nourishing Africa and changing global narratives. Partner with us today.
We need to support small and medium-sized agri-food enterprises by creating an enabling environment for them, providing training, catalytic financing, enabling them to scale. We also need to support women-owned businesses, especially those run by young women. We must collectively build a food ecosystem that works not just for us, but for future generations. Join us.
Thank you so much for listening and watching the video. And as you heard from our ambassador, all FC can use this opportunity, which is true. And for those who are yet to be part of the community, please stay tuned as I take you through how you can be part of the membership community and also hear a little bit of the opportunities and benefits of being part of the community. At African Makers, what we are solely keen about is to help entrepreneurs grow. And presently, we have community members from over 49 African countries, and we are growing at a steady rate of over 1,000 per year. So what we do at African Food Makers is to help you strengthen and scale your agribusinesses. We help you prepare your business to enter new African and global markets, and we do this through the programs that we offer, programs from climate resilience to gender equality to export linkages. All these are what we offer at African Food Makers and more. As a member, we also have a designated resource page where you can get access to opportunities from funding opportunities to capacity building opportunities to events and networking opportunities and also to data resources as well. Like I mentioned earlier, we have a community where you can interact easily with other entrepreneurs across Africa. We have a marketplace up where you can easily upload your product to the market and you get tractions from site visitors. As you can see on the screen, we have members products shown to you. We also have a communication aspect where we create visibility for our community members by spotlighting them, media engagements, exhibition opportunities, and lots more. And all of this can be gotten when you become part of the ASA community. Moving forward as well, some of the opportunities have been created and we'd like to share them with you. One of the funding opportunities that is ongoing is the Green Money Project, cultivating youth in agriculture. And this is to lend to Nigerian entrepreneurs can access, and its deadline is on the 30th of October. You can access this by logging into your membership portal and accessing the afchub.org/funding. We also have the capacity building opportunity, which is for enterprise. This is for all countries and is a rolling opportunity and easily navigate your resources and also look out for the opportunity as well. We have more opportunities on the AFC website, so you can easily navigate there and check for opportunities. Then we have a special program for our Central African community members, the French-speaking community members. We have one of our ambassadors, Dottie Leeds, next week is for our Central African Focus webinar, and we invite all our French audience to participate in this. It's happening on 10th October next week. Lastly, we have a training opportunity for entrepreneurs, sustainable food security. Is a paid event, a paid course, and the institution is in Wageningen University and Research. And if you want to expand your knowledge, if you want to get more equipped with what is happening in the agricultural space, you can access all these opportunities on our AFC website. Then, for those who are yet to be part of the community, joining the AFC is as easy as ABC. What you need to do is to meet the three criteria that we require for a potential member. One of them is that you own African business enterprise or you work as a top management business that is located in Africa. Please note that your agribusiness must be located in Africa. Then the business that you work for or that you own should be in existence for at least 6 months before you decided to join the AFC community. We know this by uploading your certificates, your business certificate from your hand. We also advise that members who are trying to join the AFC community should have a social media presence or a website that speaks to the activities that you do in the African food space. And for those who are yet to be part of the community, once you meet these three criteria, please you can move ahead with your registration. You register on our AFC page, www.afchub.org. And once you click on that afchub.org, it will take you to a landing page where you see the activities that we do and our membership community. Click on the join the community icon and you'll be redirected to a registration page where you'll be asked to where you'll be required to answer some of the questions about your agribusiness and your personal business profile. We always advise that you input the right information about your business and also about yourself so that once we get this information, we can be able to select opportunities that is related to your agribusiness growth. Please ensure that you click on submit button at the end of the page when you after filling out the form. Upon your submission, you receive a confirmation email. Know that the confirmation email is quite different from the verification email. Confirmation email just confirms that you've submitted your registration. And regularly we review your registration for at least 24 to 48 hours. That time it takes for the membership team to review your application. Once you've done that and we verify your membership platform, you will also receive a verification email that gives you the access to your membership dashboard. On this membership dashboard, you can navigate to all the platform or the features that we have on your membership platform, including marketplace, including referrals, including in chat box and opportunity section as well. And you'll be automatically added to our mailing list where you see our weekly newsletters and also the AFC membership groups from WhatsApp, Instagram, and WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Telegram channels as well. So if you are yet to be part of the community, please follow the link that has been dropped in the chat box or navigate to the AFC website and start your registration process as well. Then for those of us who are members already, I want to believe that we are using our unique membership referral ID and you can find this on your membership dashboard via your settings. So if you're a member, you can log into your in dashboard, navigate your settings, and under your profile page, you will see your unique referral ID. And what you have to do is just to copy this link and share with any potential agribusiness owner that you feel or you think will benefit from African food chain makers opportunities. Once they have the link, it automatically takes them to the registration page, and your details will be shared with them as the person that referred them to the community. Please utilize this feature as it is only required that you copy and paste and send to whoever you believe will be benefit from AFC. Then I believe I've spoken a lot. It's time for our main event for today, where we introduce the speaker and we have a session followed by the Q&A. So with us today, we have a very wonderful speaker at our hand, Maryam Ahmed. She's the founder of Mimi's Homemade Sauces and Taste of Arewa. She's a seasoned chartered accountant with 11 years of experience in the banking industry. Maryam Ahmed transitioned into culinary world to pursue her passion for food, sustainability, and cultural heritage. She's the founder of Mimi's Homemade Sauces and Taste of Arewa, two food ventures focused on celebrating and preserving northern Nigeria cuisine. As a food sustainability advocate and culinary entrepreneur, She integrates modern techniques with traditional rural ingredients, aiming to ensure cultural food preservation for future generations. She currently holds advocacy leadership position with LAF, which is Leading African Women in Food Fellowship, one of Africa Food Makers programs, and CAPA, Culinary Arts Practitioner Association. And at this point, I want us to give Miriam a rounding clap of the sound of applause on the chat box. Please let us welcome her with our claps while she unmutes and speaks to us. Over to you, Miriam.
Thank you very much for having me. I hope you all can hear me. It's wonderful, and I feel honored to be on this platform talking to you all. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm reading a lot of the comments. So today we're here to talk about brand building and marketing for agribusiness. Um, as a chef, I deal with a lot of agricultural products. Hence, I have a lot of farmers who are my friends and suppliers, and I have had a lot of my fair share of experiencing firsthand a few of the challenges that farmers go through in this business, and generally how to make it worth the while, and look at the brief perspective. Give you a brief journey about myself. My name is Maryam Ahmed, as you all know. I'll give you a brief journey how we started Taste of Arewa and Mimi's Homemade. We started small, simply trying to celebrate local food and our food culture and our local produce. So we started as a sauce bottling company, making sauces, packaging them for convenience out of our agricultural produce that we farmed ourselves and made at home. And we started selling them and then pushing the narrative of local food business through consistency, storytelling, and authentic engagement. We've been able to build these platforms, both of them cumulatively to over 21.6 thousand Instagram followers. And it's been an amazing experience, to be honest. Branding in agricultural business is a huge matter, and I think is we are still untapped. It is still untapped in Nigeria. How to brand your business properly in agriculture, and how to grow in agriculture. I'll start by saying branding in general is beyond just a logo, because most times when people say branding, people go to, oh, it's a logo. And I think branding is beyond just the logo. It's more than a logo, it's a perception, it's trust, it's identity, it's a symbol of trust. People feel an emotional connection to your product or your value. And that is why it's good to tie your product to emotions. We'll start by farmers and cooperatives and businesses. They must see themselves as brands, not just as producers, as commodity suppliers. No, we have to shift our focus. We now have different market groups. We have people that eat for nourishment. We have people that eat for um, high-end people that they want to not just eat for nourishment, they want to eat for sustainability, for heritage, for nutrition. We have people that are very education savvy. They want to know why they're eating it, why it has to have they have to eat a particular thing. So now you have to see yourself as a brand and allocate yourself into these different markets and these different segments of the economy. Which are your target areas? Which are your target markets? Are you targeting I'll move to the next slide. Are you targeting consumers? Are you, yeah, so your elements of a strong brand, your brand story and your vision. What is your brand story? For me, my brand story is we're pushing cultural heritage through food. Our vision is that northern Nigerian food has been underrepresented, and we want to improve that representation in the market to people. So we also have the visual identity. What are the logos, your logos and your packaging, and the colors that you use to attract people? I have chosen, for me, my logo is orange because orange is a very good color for food business. So all of these things affect what you're communicating to your customers and your consumers, and what you're consistently communicating. You have if you're communicating customer experience you have to keep at it. You can't stop halfway and change because you find a few brands start, oh, I'm pushing this, but if I'm educating you on nourishment, I'll continue to educate on nourishment. I won't change and say, no, I want to move on what is trending, because that is going to affect the consistency of my communication. Moving to the next slide, elements of a strong brand. Marketing for agribusinesses are full of challenges, I understand. But sometimes in those challenges, I have noticed that there are opportunities in those challenges. For example, perishable goods. I have a friend who decided to start bottling her own jams out of the amount of fruits that gets bad from when she's trying to transport them from, the urban markets to from rural markets to urban markets. So because of those break in transmissions, and she decided to start preserving these fruits through jams. Pickling is also another solution. I traveled to Turkey. I noticed that they pickle a lot of all of their vegetables. It makes it stay fresh longer, and they can use them when they're not in season and all of those things. This is a new opportunity that we're yet to start breaking into in Nigerian agricultural sector. We're not bottling some of our produce. We're not, preserving them so that they will last longer, and we can, extend the shelf life of this product. So those challenges are, yes, can be turned into opportunities. Another opportunity that we also talk about is digital platforms. We have a lot of digital platforms. We have this Facebook, which I feel therefore I would say our parents' generation. So I'm a millennial, so the generation before us. We also have the Instagram and TikTok, more for millennials and the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas. So these digital platforms are available for us to utilize and push. We have LinkedIn for the professionals. So if you want to meet exporters, large scale exporters, where you want to be exporting your products to, LinkedIn is where you find. So every digital platform has its target that you're pushing those products to. So you also have to use another opportunity is storytelling and cultural identity, and the importance of differentiation. So you know that my target, I probably sell tomatoes, for example, and I'm going to be sending tomatoes to in bulk to this caterers, business women, and they are going to also be selling those tomatoes. So my target is going to be those. I'm going to be doing physical targets because those people might not be using digital platforms as much. So you go and sit with them, try to ensure that you have built a a strong logistic line that will constantly meet them and build an audience around it. The social media the social media, you already talked about it, the content that connects people and education behind the scenes and all of those customer stories are example of how to build an audience with you. So if you have an audience that wants you to educate them, for example, those Facebook audience, they are amazing. I have noticed that they are loyal, that just like our the older generation, they're very loyal to you. If you give them good content, they would ensure that they stick with you. So those people want education. Tell them why they have to eat millet, why they have to eat this particular type of food, and what it needs for them health wise. Those are the kind of content that they would appreciate. They also appreciate behind the scene content, how you're making their food, because now people want to know, how are you even making my food? How is this food being done? I want to see the person, the farmer that is growing my food. It's intriguing, but those are the things that people want to see. So that's why abroad we're seeing people come up with farmers markets, so that you can meet the farmers, buy the produce directly from them, see them, taste some of their preserves and all of those things that you meet when you go to those farmers markets. I mean, the one of the biggest markets in London, the UK Borough Market, is based off of what farmers produce and what chefs make in that market. So people have turned it to a tourism affair. People go there, they buy food, they show what the farmers have grown and what they've been able to do with it. So building an audience, it takes a lot, but for it to be organic, you have to be consistent and continue to give your stories more life. I'll move to the next slide. Market strategies that work. So, like I already said, storytelling and authenticity. Stick to your lane and tell stories that are for your target audience. I have I will be showing you a video shortly on how I use storytelling to build some of my network in the last couple of years, and I find out that even traveling and showing people, oh, the vegetation in Nigeria, what's happening in those farms, in those places, it's intriguing for a lot of people. It's authentic. It shows that it's genuine. It's from the heart. Influencer collaborations are also another good way, but I also feel that influencer collaborations, you must look for an influencer that aligns with the values of your organization. So, for example, you will not meet an influencer that it is probably advertising or based on food or restaurant businesses, and you're going to give him a shoe, for example, to evaluate. So you must align your influencer collaborations correctly. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Community engagement is also very great. Meeting with the community that grows your food, talking to them, understanding how they process the food, what time is the best time to harvest your food, what time is the peak season of your food. Because, to be honest, even as chefs, we realize that food tastes better when it's in season. So yes, you might have some crops that are available all year round, but when it's in season, it's good, it's better, it gives you more perfect results. That's what I would say. So even your clients, you would understand that they're tasting, they're saying this is really nice because these foods are in their season, in their peak ripeness. So that's what community engagement helps you to do. You tend to understand what's happening and every other, all the entire value chain of your food. Then offline touch points, farm visits, which I've mentioned earlier, going for fairs. Locally and internationally, they are amazing to go for fairs. I like to do that just to see what's in the market. I remember one of the fairs I went to in Dubai early this year, Gulf Food. I found a very intriguing product, hibiscus in syrups. They were just hibiscus boiled like whole, preserved in syrups that from the hibiscus, sugar, and you know how sugar preserves hibiscus, and then boiled in hibiscus syrup. I tasted then and it was amazing. And I was like, this is our same hibiscus. They were selling a 250 ml jar to me for about $10. And I was like, this is our hibiscus. So traveling around to these fairs opens your eyes to the opportunities. You go and even meet this producers, and you can even strike export deals with them because it opens your eyes to what opportunities that your products can do in the food market. And the African food market it's huge, it's amazing, it's in billions of dollars. I think this next slide will go through
This
the video.
is what's possible when chefs
Quickly
and
and general.
farmers collaborate. In January, Maryam, founder of Mimi's Homemade, traveled to Jos. Not just for sightseeing, but to learn, to connect, and experience the food culture of the minority tribes of Nigeria. We curated a 5-day journey through the Middle Belt culinary routes. They explored multiple farms and markets, discovered different types of grains, ate local street foods like black sesame chicken, sipped on cold kunu, drank from the spring water, and we even saw a volcano. That trip planted seeds. This month, we traveled to Abuja for their Taste of Arewa event. We took with us fresh flowers from Jos to beautify the tables, and what we experienced at Taste of Arewa wasn't just a menu, it was a story. Our locally grown sweet corn was made into creamy masara ice cream. We had dawa dawa jollof, tuwo, kosan rogo, and gote became a rich, soulful seafood for new porridge. Every dish carried a memory, a place, a purpose. This is what agrotourism makes possible. It preserves heritage, it supports farmers, it inspires innovation, and food becomes a way of changing narratives. So, let's travel differently. Let's cook with meaning and tell stories that deserve to be told on farms, in kitchens,
Yeah, so yes, basically, I had a trip with my team. So this is a case study of our team and how we use culinary identity and food heritage to enhance our work and bring in something new to the culinary space. Taste of Arewa has been it's a 4-year project. We've been on this for 4 years now, and basically all we've done is to strengthen cultural identity and food heritage. We have continued to push the narrative that our food in northern Nigeria, in entire Nigeria, in fact, is nutritious, it's powerful, it's who we are, it's our heritage. It brings back so much memories to people, and it's full of flavor and life. And that is a lot of things. A lot of this is what we tend to lose focus of, and that's why I just showed you the video how I collaborate with farmers to see them, speak to them, learn from them how they cook some of their things. Then I also come and represent it to our own people. Mimi's Homemade is also another business where people have built trust. It's been running for 7 years. People have built trust in the authenticity of the produce, quality, packaging, and the value of what we have been bringing to the table. Key mistakes to avoid: inconsistent branding. Try and keep your branding very authentic and very consistent. Keep it real and simple, and always try to finish up the packaging very well. I like to put that a lot of our packaging can be done better, especially here in Nigeria. I know we don't really have much access we don't have access to a lot of package a lot of things. But for Mimi's Homemade, like for us, we were positioning ourselves to be a sustainable brand. So all of our packaging was glass. Initially, it was okay; we could afford it. It became more difficult when glassware became expensive. But now we're finding out that a lot of Nigerian companies are now making bottles. So we're now trying to fit our bottles into those, because why we want to keep to bottles is sustainability. We're saying that we do not do plastic. We're a brand that recycling. We're not a single use brand. We will continue to recycle. We also give customers incentive: return your glass jar, you get a discount. So it keeps going. We're trying to be safe for the environment, we're trying to be safe for everything. So it just keeps your branding consistent. So try and go towards eco packaging. We have so much potential in packaging in this country, so many things that we can use for packaging a lot of our products. Trying to reach everyone instead of a target audience. Stick to your niche. There are different types of audiences. Like I said, our own target, we're looking for people that want convenience, that want their food packaged in gourmet sizes, and for convenience and for ease of enjoying what it is that they want to do with the sauces. I'm not going to change my target market at any point to a different target market. So when I go for fairs, I keep looking for customers that want my particular product. They want convenience. They are probably, you find out those people are probably working class, or they're probably, busy. I won't go to start looking for a full-time housewife or like a market woman and saying, "Oh, come and buy my product." She probably won't understand it. She probably won't appreciate what I have done to that product to make it like that. So I will go for people that, oh, this is homemade, this is homegrown tomatoes we have bottled in a jar, and it's easy for you. You can just open it and cook your dinner in 5 minutes. She would appreciate that kind of thing. Also, neglecting customer feedback is a mistake. I always take feedback from my customer. I always reach out personally when you buy a product, ensure that they enjoyed it. Are they likely to come back? Those are the things that if they didn't enjoy it, what happened? Did it get to them safely? Did the packaging arrive safely? All of those things, because those are key. They're key elements to ensuring that every business uses it to grow and develop over the years. Action plan for agripreneurs: define your why. Why are you in this business? Why are you doing this? Why are you, for example, focusing on millet? Know why you're doing a particular thing. Then build a simple, consistent brand identity. Oh, I want to be known for millets, all sorts of millets, ensuring that this is a grain in Africa that is a heritage crop that can go from has been used from generation to generation. Then you show how we have used millet from our grandfathers, our great grandfathers, educate us on how to use it. Then use social media strategically. I know there are a lot of times that, because of the algorithm, you want to go with the trend. Doing videos that, you have to come and dance on social media sometimes. But honestly, sometimes it's just using the social media strategically. I'm not saying that is bad, but I'm saying that try and make sure that you are passing an information. You're not just you're not just passing time, you're not just posting for posting sake. Invest in packaging and storytelling. I invest a lot in packaging. I spend a lot of money to travel my team to these localities, to these villages. I have gone to Jos this year. I have gone to Turkey this year. I remember the very first time I couldn't. Let me even give you a very practical story. My first event, Taste of Arewa. It's a pop-up restaurant that you're inviting people to come and eat local northern Nigerian food that you have, put a bit of gastronomy touch on, so it's something different. And I couldn't afford traveling with my team to Kano. That was where we traveled to then, just to go and see how some of the local foods were made and documented. I hadn't gotten seats. I just needed 50 seats, and I hadn't gotten people to buy tickets already. I wanted to go for I wanted to travel with my team, but I couldn't afford it at that time. My husband offered me some money and said, "Travel, go and see what you can do." On that trip, while I was documenting everything that I was doing on my trip, learning, liaising, engaging, I sold out all of those tickets for the seats. And I think then a ticket per seat is about 85,000 naira. So I sold out on that trip before I got back home, which was it was a 4-day trip. Before I got back home, we had sold out entirely on the tickets. So the power of storytelling, yet again, that is what I'm bringing back to you. Also, track your engagement and adapt. Oh, this I didn't get much engagement on this. Why? Find out why. Can you make a few tweaks here and there? Do that. Try to do it better. I'll move to the next slide now. In conclusion, branding is all about trust and visibility. People, if you don't market, people will never know you exist. People will never know your brand exists. You have to have digital presence one way or the other. You just have to choose which of them works for your target market and which of them is going to work for you. You also have to know your audience. Are you going for urban customers? Are you going for exporters? Are you going for chefs? Are you going for retailers? Are you going to institutions? Then segment them by needs. Are they health conscious people? Are they price sensitive people? Are they cultural and heritage driven people? Are they sustainability minded people? Those are the things. My customers are cultural and heritage driven people. They are sustainability minded people. I have a lot of my clients, diplomats from the diaspora community, because they are interested in what Nigeria has. They love to see what we do with Nigerian food, and they love to be able to appreciate these foods that they don't even know about. I had recently I had a function and someone was asking me what is cassava. They have never ever seen cassava before. We are selling our own. I'm like, this is what you make your tapioca out of. But they don't even know where the food comes from. So once you engage them in that way, you intrigue them. They're now connected to you, and that continues to build your net worth. Every agribusiness can build a strong brand with consistency. You just have to ensure that you're consistent about the story that you're putting and crafting your story. Am I doing a farm to table story? Am I doing a farm to fork table? Am I focusing on authenticity and values? Or am I focusing on sustainability? Then, the emotional hooks. Food is not just nourishment, it's identity. And that identity is what we have been able to push through Taste of Arewa and allowed our customers to appreciate. So thank you so much. I don't want to take too much of time. I don't know how much time I have, but thank you so much. You can connect with me on Taste of Arewa. These are Instagram handles and Mimi's Homemade. We have websites too, mimishomemade.com and www.tasteofarewa.ng. Thank you so much for having me. I hope, yeah, I was able to, give you
Thank,
one or two.
thank you so much, Miriam. And it was an insightful session. I believe most of our audience here have taken one or two key takeaways or key learnings from the presentation. For me, what I would take home is building your own niche. You cannot be everywhere. Just focus on your particular brand style and you go on a long way. So it's time for Q&A. Please let us give our guest speaker a round of applause in the chat box. If you are, if you like that session, if you love that session, please indicate in the chat box with a round of applause your favorite emoji, your comments. As you do that, please, if you have questions for her, this is the time for you to indicate by raising your hands. We will allow you on mute. If you are shy to speak, you can also paste your questions in the chat box and we pick it up from there. Thank you once again, Miriam. So let me dive into the chat box to see our shy audience.
Yeah, my
So
pleasure. Thank you.
Kafila is asking if you can share this slide. Definitely. For every of
Yes, sure.
our first Tuesdays, our agri funding, we share the presentations a day after along with the thank you email.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Tobias. Please unmute and speak and ask your question.
Yes, my name is Tobias. I'm from Nigeria. We are into beekeeping, and
Oh wow.
I've heard her mentioned about packaging with bottle.
Yeah.
Initially, when we started around 1997, we are using bottles, but at the time, bottles became so expensive that we
Yeah.
started using plastic containers, which I know is not all that healthy, especially when the honey overstay in the container, plastic container. So you mentioned that some companies now Nigeria produce bottle. I would like to
Yes.
have link to such companies maybe later so that we can contact them to continue using such eco-friendly
But
bottle than using
yeah.
plastics.
Okay, no problem. I'll share their contact with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tobias. And Kafila was asking if we can get the facilitator's email. Would this be fine by you, Miriam?
Yes, yeah, sure. That's fine.
All right, so let's have Chitewe who can speak. I believe Chitewe should be
Thank you very much.
Yeah, over to you, Chitewe.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. My name is Busiswe Chitewe from Zimbabwe. Thank you for your presentation. I liked your emphasis on packaging and
Yeah.
on telling the story. We once had a similar challenge where we package mostly, we are into the manufacture of jams and sauces. And
Yeah, nice.
so because some clients would say to us, this is not the kind of packaging for our clients. We supply retail outlets. And so
Yeah.
one time we had to buy plastic packaging. But because we know the challenges that come with food, the contamination and everything, and it didn't bring us out as to who we are because we are organic and we are the ones that from the farm to the bottle. And so we had to revert back to our bottle. Yes, the glass jars are expensive, but I think, like you said, that if you know your target market, if
Yes.
you can answer to who you are producing and supplying to, there will be consistency. Thank you very much because you have given us the confidence to do what we are doing best. Thank you.
Great, great. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chitewe. And we have Oluwaseyi Akonji was asking, I believe Miriam shared her Instagram handles in the taste
Yes.
of Arewa. You can easily find the videos on a page. So please follow our page, like our page, and also engage on our videos. You will find those videos and similar videos there as well. So I
Yeah.
think we have Kafila finally raising her hand. So over to you, Kafila.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Kafila Ayatola. The facilitator said something about the branding and that it has to do with trust and visibility, then trying to market to a niche. My own case is a
Yeah.
case of the niche I am marketing to, I don't know, maybe it has to do with the messaging. We are not getting those people to actually sign in or buy our products. We like, for example, let me just come like this. In my area, I live in an area of low to medium income earners, even some zero income earners are amongst them. And
Yeah.
the product we are marketing is quite due to the quality and whatever that has gone into the production, it seems to be of higher price to what they can afford. So they oftentimes leave us behind to buy from somewhere else where they find it cheaper. Even though they are quick to say, oh, your products are good, only that the pricing is too much.
Mm.
So I'm looking at how we can actually two options, that do we go for them and try to make our product to be to their level, or
Mm.
we market to those people that we have as target audience. But I personally would have preferred to stay within and see how we
Break
can
into.
get, yes, to those people we are actually having around us. I don't know what you think to this.
Okay, I don't know what product it is that you do in particular, but I'm just assuming that I don't know, do
But
you have any online presence?
yes, my product, my social media handle is Zimes Foods. We process pap and some other African foods
Awesome.
to be
So
convenient.
yeah, great. That's good. But what I'm saying is, your online presence is that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to target your audience for you. I mean, on social media. And I don't know if you do, like, if you go and exhibit at fairs. I don't know how often Lagos has fairs, but we here in Abuja, we have fairs, like, maybe once in different categories, different areas. So you can choose a fair in, for example, an area where you like your target market to be, and go and exhibit there so that they can know about your particular product, and reach out to you later, just to touch base with them and know who they are. But
Okay.
sorry?
I said okay.
Yeah, I think that's what you should do. I also think that sometimes you start and it looks like people are not buying. You don't get deterred. I mean, you have to keep going to different aspects of your business, and going to and trying to make your business more creative, and more like your content. I mean, more creative and more intriguing, so that people can actually come and get. Why are we getting these paps? What do they do for us? Health wise, what do they do for us? Can you do a product where you're saying, oh, come and get this in the morning, it is good for your exercise, take it after exercise, just make a buzz around it, build a community around it, do videos. Oh, this is what to eat with this, even if it's not directly the pap you're selling, that you're doing a video of what to eat with it, how to enjoy it, how to, make it a family thing so that people can keep, being engaged and seeing this. Those are your target market people, and they will come to you. And then all of these things take time for you to get all the organic growth. It does take time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're
I'll
welcome.
really connect with you if you don't mind. I would like to have your email, please. Thank you.
Okay, I'll share the email.
Thank you so much, Kafila
Yeah.
and Miriam, for the response. So before we take
Yeah.
the other lines, let's go to the chat box. We have a question from Godwin Emmanuel. Said, can you suggest a friendly packaging for food service businesses? And I think that's for Emmanuel. We have one from Miriam. Kindly share this slide. The slide will be shared with everyone.
Yeah.
So most of them for the slide, but I think Godwin, Godwin asked if you can suggest eco-friendly packaging for him for his business.
If I can suggest, I'm trying to look for his question.
Yes, so in
Okay, eco-friendly
1552,
packaging. Okay, I've seen that. Yeah, so I found some people putting shea butter, for example, in coconut shells, and I found it very intriguing. It's eco-friendly packaging. Um, it's a Ghanaian brand called Knock. I found some people doing like wood carvings, like carved wood to put some of products in it. Bottles are very good eco-friendly packaging. I've also seen banana leaves and raffia. I've seen them being weaved into something and used as packaging for food. Yeah, I think the possibilities are endless. It's just investing in processing and cleaning those things very well and getting them ready to use for packaging.
thank you. So let's hear from Chioma. Please unmute and speak. Hi, Chioma, you can speak. Hi, Chioma. Okay. While we wait for Chioma to speak, let's hear from Mo Mofua.
Yeah.
Mofin Folua, please, you
Hi,
can unmute and speak.
hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are
Hi,
you?
good evening.
I'm doing very well. My question is sort of unrelated to what we spoke about today, but I'll ask anyway. My name is Muffin, and I have a brand called Seasons Kitchen where I want to start making chin chin from local produce. So, like chin chin made from fonio flour, chin chin made from millet flour and sorghum flour, things like that. But the thing
Amazing.
is, thank you. But the thing is, usually chin chin is like cheap in the market, and I want to also do like a better packaging for my product. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
sort of struggling with the pricing. How do I give a product that is good quality, made with indigenous products, and also has good packaging, but is at a price where is not too expensive compared to market price? Can you hear
Sorry,
me?
I yes, I heard you. I heard you. You said, how do you get your product to with in the market without get going being
Without it
too
being too
expensive?
expensive for the
Yeah.
average person to buy and still having good quality and good packaging.
Yeah. I know Fonio is not cheap. Um,
Yeah.
and that is your unique selling proposition. You're selling kimchi made from healthy flours, gluten-free
Yes.
flours. Fonio has 13%. It has low glycemic index. It has, those are the things that you're going to market. You're going to bring out all of the advantages of using. So your target markets are a lot of people, A lot of kids today can't even tolerate gluten. So
Yeah.
this is gluten free, right? So you're
Yeah.
going to hospitals now, high-end hospitals, you're pushing this product to, oh, this is it and this is gluten free. You're going to fairs in, highbrow areas or big markets and saying what you're saying is gluten free. Yeah, it's
Yes.
free from gluten, it's organic, it's our local food from our land. Do you
Yes.
understand what I mean? Those are
Yeah.
some people, those buzzwords, those are what people want to hear, and they were like, this is interesting, I want to get on this. And whatever price you put on it, they're not checking prices. Do you understand? That target
Yes.
market checking prices. If, oh, my son, I had a friend that used to do pasta, and it was made from fonio, and she stopped at a point because economy wasn't easy at some point, but she's resumed now. However,
Yeah.
I had people that till tomorrow they kept on asking, I want to get that pasta because they know the benefits of that pasta. So yes, it's a struggle to
Mm.
first get people to accept, but you are going to come from the angle of, this is gluten free, this is not the regular, this is not chin chin. Do you
Yeah.
understand?
Yes.
And once you can even get someone to even export it for you, that's it. Chin chin is being exported now, but you're giving people a gluten-free option, an option that is made from fonio. People don't even know what fonio. A lot of people don't even know what fonio is, and that's where the education comes about. This is what it is. This is how much more nutritious it is. Just like quinoa, for example. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
very similar. I think the protein content in quinoa and fonio is maybe less by 2%. But I always say that quinoa is just fonio that has better PR.
Yeah.
That's just it. Just like moringa is just matcha, that matcha and moringa taste the same as far as I'm concerned. But matcha has better PR.
Yes.
Those are the things. So that's why it's on us, and that's why the work I do is to ensure that I continue to push that African products have the PR that it deserves. You need to know that moringa and matcha are the same in terms of nutrients, in terms of this. Yes, they process matcha better because it's the Japanese, they would process it better. But if
Yes.
we process our own moringa the way matcha is processed, there's nothing different. It's just that matcha has caffeine and ours doesn't have caffeine. Those are the only two
Yeah.
differences. So PR is very important for all of our foods. And that is what my
Mm.
work entails, giving African food better PR.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so much.
Miriam.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So let's hear from Chioma now if she can unmute. If not, we'll move to another person. Hi, Chioma, please unmute and speak. Hello, Chioma.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you,
Yes, we
Chema.
can.
Okay, okay. Good evening, everyone, and it's such a good pleasure to be learning from Miriam today. So my question is, what you think about scaling an agricultural product or an agricultural business that is into sustainability, seasonal ingredients? Because it seems most food manufacturers who are into food processing, but because they add plant oils, bulking agents, and preservatives, it seems like they are selling much more. They are scaling much more faster than those in the healthy, climate conscious, niches. So how easy is it to scale products and businesses that are in those, sustainability niches?
Okay, so to be honest, I wouldn't lie, it's not easy. I have a product, I make homemade sausages. I don't put My sausages are clean. I just put spices and herbs. Clean sausages, I process them, but they're expensive because it's 100% meat. Some people will do meat 60% and they'll bulk it up with all sorts 40%. and then we're expected to compete in the same market, and people will taste theirs and say, what's the difference? It's just the taste. But no, it's the genuineness of it. It's the trust. I'm putting real meat and all of that. So I have learned with that particular product, I'll stick to my target market. So what I did, I go to hotels and restaurants that care about what their clients eat. So those are my customers. If I have remaining after supplies to my hotels, then I'll sell on my website. And if you get them, fine. But I have since I started 2 years ago, I have built. I'm like, now we have like 3 restaurants that we supply to every week. You have to be patient, but continue to pass your message that you are sustainable, and you're not, bulking up as a lot of people are. Yours is pure and clean, and you have to stick to it. Don't compromise for anything, because guess what? People know, except if they just don't want to tell you. But people know. Sometimes people just want to be, it's cheaper, but people actually know whether it's good or whether it's substandard or whether it's mixed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
thank you. Okay.
Welcome.
So can we have Godwin now? Hi, Godwin, please unmute and speak.
Hello, Mr. Anoso. Good evening, sir. And good evening, Maria. I just want to suggest, if it will be possible, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If it will be possible, this to Nonso, and then one to Miss Maria.
Yes, sir.
If it will be possible, for these trainings we do have on Thursdays and some other days, it can be backed up with a certificate, even though it's not, it's a digital one, just to have it in our archive. That is just one. And the other one is to still refer to the question I tried put in the chat box. I was referring it more to a contemporary times, like catering for modern events, because I don't think those things you mentioned, they look so traditional and local. I don't know, they are not modern. So using them in contemporary events, like big functions, high profile functions, and all that, the VIPs. I don't know if it resonates with that. So because I actually want to know a better way I can maybe removing of plates and other things that will reduce what they call this, from what we learned from the brace, degradation. I mean, rubber not being decomposed, not being discomposed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
something like. So I want a more modern way. That answer you gave is acceptable. I'm looking at it, it's a bit more traditional and local.
Okay.
Is there any more modern way or something like that, Martin?
Aside from the bottles.
Yeah, you mentioned bottle already. You mentioned leaf. I can see that it resonates with the modern events where you use leaf for my
Yeah.
and other things. But when it comes to the plate, use of plates.
Yes, using of plates for
So what
events.
can replace that in a sustainable way?
Paper plates. We have plates made of sugarcane now. I don't know if you've come across one of those. I have packaging made of sugarcane bark that is available here in Nigeria. Yes. There's a factory in Lagos that makes packaging from sugarcane.
I've not seen that though. Thanks for
So,
hearing this. I think I'll share your email.
yes,
You will
please.
give me, you will enlighten me more and then mentor me
No
on
problem.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin. So,
Yes, ma'am.
think in relation to the certificates, it's something we discuss internally from the AFC team. We give you feedback. It's not something that I can give a direct answer to yet, but the team may note the feedback. Thank you. So let's hear from Elizabeth Fury.
Pricing and Shenson.
Thank you. I'm Elizabeth Pili from Malawi. First of all, I must say I feel so inspired because I'm also a professional accountant with 10 years experience, and I've recently moved into agribusiness sector. So hearing from a chartered accountant who is doing so well in agribusiness really motivates me. So my
Please, if you are not speaking, kindly mute yourself, please.
So my question is, what are the best practices for creating content that attracts more customers in agribusiness? Because I'm just assuming, should it be maybe social media posts or maybe blogs? So I just wanted to hear from an expert like you. Thank you.
Okay. I started with blogs, to be honest. I still do blogs because there in blogs you can share in detail and you can, keep it on your website and, have it for a long time, give more details on blogs. But social media, with the way, especially like TikTok blows, you can just drop a video and before you know it, you have 1 million views and you're wondering, what did I just drop? Like, it's not even so. Honestly, the way the algorithm works these days is like TikTok is now like the go-to where you want to see a lot of activity. I remember a process as basic as making kuli kuli, which is a northern Nigerian, should I say, granite cake or granite snack. I posted it and before I knew it, I had 1 million views and I was shocked. And I was like, what? Like, is it that people don't know? So yes, I've seen that social media grows faster than the normal blogs. However, the blogs are also good for the people that want to go and watch in detail and read, because this generation, to be honest, I've noticed that people don't even have the attention span to watch your video from the beginning to the end. So once you can catch them in 5, 10 seconds, that's it. If you can't do that, they are not going to read it. So it's good to, I think, play with both of them side by side. Use one to enhance the other. Keep your blog posts for the people that want to read your fairy tales and enjoy it and absorb your stories. You can send them emails with that. But for the people that you want them to just quickly see it and catch on, catch their attention and all of that, social media works better.
Thank you, Miriam. In Zikomo, Elizabeth. I believe Miriam answered the question. Then let's
Yes.
have the final person, Blessing. Please unmute and speak.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
So happy to join the session today. Thank you, Miriam.
You're welcome.
I learned a lot, especially with how your posts, how your content drives posts and all of that. But unfortunately, well, let me not say unfortunately, because I believe I'm coming behind you. But I really want to learn. For instance, I have my page on Facebook. I'm into natural foods. I sell unadulterated honey from our beekeepers. I partner with beekeepers at grassroots to enhance them of take their honey. And I'm also into soy production. But do you know, I've been posting, at least since the beginning of this year, this is October, I've not sold a single thing. And sometimes I feel so discouraged that I'm wasting my data. But today, hearing from you again that you said you started 2 years and you've really gotten like 3 restaurants, I was really moved. Please, how do you bring me up?
You have to aside from just posting, you have to also do like targeted marketing. Okay, I want this, I've seen this brand, I think I can market my brand to them. Do you mind sending them a sample or two to taste and give you feedback? And before you know it, you're supplying them. Oh, can we supply you five and see what your customers think about this? And then they see it and they try it, they like it, they come back. That's how it is for me. Oh, I send it to restaurants. Try when I started, I sent in lots of restaurants, I packaged it, I sent this is a sample of what we do, this is it, this is it, this is it. They'll once they try it, if it's good, they'll reach out to you. That I guarantee you. And honey is something that a lot of restaurants, a lot of hotels, they all use honey. It's honey is, I think it depends on I don't know, you said you're posting, but also we have to look at what kind of content are you posting. Are you going to the farms and showing them the life of the bees, what we are going through with the bees, what they're doing, how they're getting the honey? Because I know a bee person on social media, and she looks like she's cashing out because she's always sold out, and she's just doing bees, posting herself going to harvest the bees herself, wearing the beekeeper suit, and going and picking, educating people about honey, why how to know if your honey is good, giving those kind of tidbits and all of those information. This is rainy season. What has that done to affect the humidity of your honey? You know,
Yeah.
just basically throwing information that people will find intriguing or interesting around.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'll work on that. I'm grateful.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Miriam, and thank you,
Thank
Blessing.
you.
Please work on that so you can see traction. And it's a
Yeah.
pleasure to have Miriam with us. I
Thank you
think
so much.
I forgot to mention that Miriam is one of our LAF alumni, leading African Women Food Fellowship, and she's really leading the way in African food and telling stories about African food as well. So it's a pleasure to have you on our call, Miriam, and we hope this is just the
Thank
beginning of more sessions to come. And as a
Yes.
tradition at African Food Chain Makers, we can't live without taking our favorite photo session. So
Yeah.
next on the agenda is our camera. We want to tell the story of today's session as well. So it's time for us to share our video. So I'll stop sharing and put on the best smile
Mm-hmm.
for our, yeah, I can see our ambassador, Ambassador Dorothy. Yes. So team members, we can take a screenshot of this and post on our various platforms. For our members of the call, likewise, do the same. Tell the story of today's session on your social media. I don't know why we are finding our faces. Please smile. Today is Thursday, one day to go to Friday, to the weekend. So
Weekend.
let's,
Yeah.
yeah, thank you. I can see the smiles. So team members, please take screenshots. Thank you so much. I think we've taken a lot. So members of the call, take pictures, smile, share on your social media and do. And for our guest speaker, Miriam, we really appreciate your time. I think we
Yeah.
can let you go at this point. So thank you for joining us. While our community members can remain on the call for other agendas on the for today's session. I'll share my screen back. Thank you, Miriam, for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So back to activities for today. We like to share next steps and closing for members who joined in late. Like I said earlier in the discussion, we have a French designed webinar for next week, and leading that engagement will be our ambassador from Cameroon, Ambassador Dorothy, and it will be a session for our French-only participants. You are invited to join in English if you understand French. So, but if you don't understand French, you can maybe join in with your translator with you. But this is a French-only event. Then we also have a regular open export series targeted at members or agripreneurs who are looking to export or know more about the export space. That is happening next week, Thursday. We have Yes, 2 weeks time. Yeah, thank you. We also have our podcast, Plate Without Borders, like Chef, let me use Chef Miriam because she's changing the narrative of African food. I've spoken about one way of sharing videos, one way of telling stories. We also tell stories at African Food Chain Makers through our podcast series. So we recently launched our Plate Without Borders series. You can find this on our podcast session, listen to it. We have different episodes. I think we have more than 3 episodes on that Play Without Borders series now. It's very innovative, it's very educative, and it will be good for every member to listen to that. We have our marketplace where you can also showcase your product or your service. You simply do this by navigating to your membership dashboard page, upload the product or service that you offer, and it will be reflected on the AFC main website where members, site visitors, or potential clients can see your product and get in touch with you. We also have the referral page or your referral ID that you can use to refer new members to the community. All you need to do is to copy the referral link and share with anyone you feel will benefit from African food chain makers. Connect to other entrepreneurs as well. We have a designated membership WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, and LinkedIn group where you can connect with other entrepreneurs. On the WhatsApp group, we have bi-weekly experience sharing sessions that you can participate with in and contribute to the discussions as well. And ways to connect with AFC, like I said, you participate in AFC's events and social media activities, like our comments, and like, comment, and share African Food Chain Maker social media posts with fellow entrepreneurs. And also, you can also tag African Food Chain Makers in your comments, in your videos, in your stories, so that we can promote it for you as on our own hand as well. Engage in our monthly membership knowledge and experience sharing sessions. Utilize the AFC marketplace and upload your products or services. Like I said earlier, join the Facebook, Telegram, WhatsApp, and LinkedIn groups to benefit more from community engagement. Stay connected to our AFC membership community. We have members from over 49 African countries. You can stay in touch with every one of them. Engage with other entrepreneurs using your membership dashboard. Always utilize your membership dashboard as we have features that can help you build interactions and connections with other entrepreneurs. We are looking to update on our platform to be more user-friendly for everyone, for every member, but irrespectively, use your membership dashboard regularly. Source for opportunities. AFC is always keen on sharing opportunities with our members. If you receive our newsletters, you will be shocked at the opportunities that we share with our community members. Aside from that, we have a designated opportunities page where you can also access these opportunities directly from our website. Share your feedback with us. We love to share surveys. We love to know how we can serve you better. We love to hear your feedback from our activities, from our event, from initiatives. So we want to you can do this by simply sharing your pictures from today's session on your social media and letting them know that you attended a very insightful session on brand building and marketing. Yes, you can also receive updates from us by subscribing to our newsletter, following us on our social media handles on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We are African Food Chain Makers, and on Twitter, on X, our handle is at the underscore afchub.org. Our official website is www.afchub.org, and you can navigate through those pages to see what we do at African Food Chain Makers and what initiative and upcoming event that we have for our community members. And at this point, I would like to say a big thank you to everyone that's participated in today's session. We'd always love to have our community members engage, ask questions, interact with our speakers and with each other. Thank you and see you next time. Have a wonderful evening.